Hello, Niles, and welcome back to another episode of Niles Voice of Business. This series of interviews features local business owners and professionals, elected officials, and village representatives every Thursday at 2 p.m. to provide resources and insights for the businesses of Niles. This week, we have lending manager at First Financial Credit Union, James Medina. James, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, my pleasure, Chase. Always a pleasure to do something with the chamber.
Great. James, first, I'd like to thank you for being a continued supporter of us here at the Niles Chamber of Commerce and always being willing to volunteer your valuable time to assist on events and committees. We tend to see you around and definitely would not be able to make the golf outing such a success without your support.
Thank you, Chase. I know we had a great time last year. And I know this year it'll be a little different, but I'm sure the rest of the chamber members and the community now will make the best of what we got, right?
Yeah. We're expecting about 75 golfers and, some tee times and social distancing. We hope to have a good time during that. But to kind of segue into yourself and kind of how you got to where you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, Chase, I've been working with credit unions probably for the last 15, 16 years. I like to say I grew up in a credit union just because I was kind of young in my early 20s and I started working at a credit union. And it's been a great learning experience to me as far as how a financial institution works and the difference between a credit union and a bank. I've learned a lot. I've started with collections. I did lending. I did a little bit of business development. Right now, currently, I'm the lending manager at First Financial Credit Union.
Okay. And experience, definitely have never seen something like we are going through today. So kind of how has your position and your role at First Financial changed?
Well, my role basically is handling the day-to-day lending tasks and duties, managing and overseeing the lending department. What's changed a lot is, one, I don't see a lot of my coworkers. That's one thing. A lot of my duties as well that have kind of changed is interacting one-on-one coaching. And a lot of things that I do miss is actually going out to the lobby, running into members, talking to members face to face, interacting with members I've worked with for years. That's something that has really changed throughout this environment.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure our motto here at the Chamber is to do business with people you know, like, and trust, and shaking those hands.
Yes,
and that in our environment, but yeah.
And another thing that's really changed, I also have a hand in the business development, community management type of role, and partaking in a networking event with chamber members, participating or volunteering in the community. All those things, are things we're not doing now, and not just us, but a lot of the chamber members that are participating in this kind of thing. We try to reach out to the community in different channels, just like us, this virtual channel right here. Right? So it's a little bit different, but it's something we're working towards to make it successful and help all our members in our community.
Definitely. And we were talking prior to us going live, about how, being innovative and pivoting is probably going to show your most in resilience, and also how you overcome, and, keeping those connections within your clients is super important, especially in today's space. Continuing to have conversations as people's situations continue to change, is going to be beneficial for both. But I see that you're working from home. So I wanted to ask, what has been one of your biggest challenges from working from home or working remotely?
Well, one thing, other biggest challenges is like I said earlier, was actually being one-on-one, shaking hands, going out to chamber events. And that's as far as the socialization with the community. As far as the brick and mortar is being able to communicate with your coworkers, being personable. And as far as the commute is a little different because there is no commute, but it's also a challenge when you're trying to, there's some things, even though we do a lot of things like through the technology type of way with our computers or laptops, our phones, our Wi-Fi, there's some things that still need to actually walk and physically do. I mean, scanning in a document here working from home, it's one of those things that I really can't do, I can take a picture of it, but it's not the same. It's not the same as if you're doing it physically in a building.
That I get. We actually, us here at the chamber, just came back to the office. We are spaced out enough that we can be completely on opposite sides of the office. And I can tell you, it's just been very good to have, a place that is completely for work, being able to separate the two, which I think has been the most common issue for most individuals from working from home, is creating that work-life balance that is a little bit unbalanced at this point. But yeah, so it's definitely a learning curve as we continue down this road, and hopefully we won't have to work remotely forever. To kind of transition into, I know that you had mentioned you're the lending manager. Can you just tell us a little bit about what your role looks like, and kind of the day-to-day responsibilities that you...
Well, as a credit union, we really try to help all our members save money and create a little bit of better financial opportunities for them. In my role, on my side, on the lending side, what we try to do is help members save money by refinancing their car, consolidating their debt, offering any type of loan special, and sometimes restructuring their debt or whatever payments they have monthly. A big thing that we really do, and I like to stress to my team as well, is that we're the financial coaches of our members. Sometimes they're not in this type of environment every day. They don't see the things we do, and sometimes some of the things we know we take for granted. But it's our duty to tell our members and coach our members all the fundamentals about saving, interest rates, how to create wealth and save money. Penny earned is penny saved is penny earned, right? So it's one of those oldest things you hear, but it's very true, because it's a penny you didn't have, right? It's very simple.
Exactly.
So those are the kind of things we kind of do. Now we do it in a different channel. We do a lot of our things that we do. We have the capabilities to close loans electronically. So we could be talking right now. If you would have filled out your application maybe before the phone call, I could press a button, shoot you the documents. You can look on your phone, press go. They're signed, and you have your loan and your savings and checking account within the next 15 minutes. Yeah. So this is something we've been doing for the last couple of years, and it's something that's worked really well now that with the current environment that we utilize this thing that's in the most efficient way possible, right? So, and that's kind of what we're doing for members now, trying to do everything virtual, and it's working. What better way to test it than in this environment?
Definitely. Most people are in that digital landscape and trying to navigate, doing the things that they would typically do in person, online. And that kind of leads me into the next question of, how has First Financial pivoted their business? And you said doing those loan documents virtually. And I'm assuming that that'll be something that you'll probably continue with. And I think that that'll be valuable. Is there any other ways in terms of reaching new customers or new prospects during this time that you guys have done to pivot yourself a little bit?
Well, yeah, we the way we try to do is we always make our members aware that once you're a member, not only are you always a member, but your friends and your relatives are also eligible for membership in the credit union. So, Chase, if you're a member, now your sister, your brother, your mom, everybody's available, is eligible for the credit union and can take advantage of everything the credit union has to offer. Another thing that we've kind of pivoted to, as far as an organization, as far as the lending department is what I'm saying, is coming up with ways or things that will benefit the members in this environment. So with that kind of thing, we have a special right now, an auto refinance special, and it saves the member money, right? So kind of what we do is, let's say, Chase, you have a 6% interest rate on your auto loan. Well, whatever you have, I'll give you 2% less.
Okay.
Just like that, just because you're a member of the credit union and you're part of the community.
Wow,
So if you save $50 a month, $50 a month is $600 a year. $600 a year over the course of the 5-year term, that's $3,000 you're saving. Wow. Why give that away? Put that in your pocket, save it for yourself.
Definitely.
Another thing that we kind of pivoted to is debt consolidation. Instead of paying 4, 5, 6 creditors, bundle them up, pay one creditor instead of paying the cumulative of $500 in payments. Maybe now you're paying $300. So it's kind of restructuring, and we're doing that because in this environment, there's not a lot of people running to dealerships to buy cars, right? Or take out new stuff. But if we can restructure what they already have,
right?
Like an existing car, we'll help them with that. So you'll save money there. Let's say the examples I gave you, $50 here and $200 there. Now that's $250 that you just saved in your pocket.
Yeah.
So these are kind of the kind of things we're kind of doing. Also, there's and any of our loans that you bring to the credit union, there's no payments for the first 90 days, right? So you'll get some instant relief right off the bat. So you'll save some money in 90 days. That's kind of what's going on in my little world right now. It's really good.
Well, that's good. I mean, you kind of answered you're one step ahead of me today. You kind of answered my next question, which was, what sets you apart from your competitors. But I think that all the examples you just gave is more reason enough to go to First Financial Credit Union over anyone else. I do have a question from someone. They said, what does it cost to be a member of the credit union?
You're eligible. We have a field of membership. So there's certain geographical boundaries that we have in place where if you live within those geographical boundaries, you're eligible for membership.
Okay.
Anybody in the town now is eligible for membership. Anybody in the Chamber of Commerce is eligible for membership. If you're a member of the credit union, any relatives are eligible for membership. Right? Wow. And we also have employee groups that anybody that's working within that employee group is eligible for membership. But like I said before, once you're in, you can have your friends, your uncles, your brothers, and everybody come in, and it's a good thing. I like to compare the credit union world. There's a movie, It's a Wonderful Life, right? You ever seen it? Where Potter is the big bank. Remember Potter? And the credit unions are like the savings and loan, right? Where the owners of a credit union are its members, the people that deposit money there. You get it? It's not stockholders. It's not stockholders trying to make huge profits or anything like that. Our owners are the members. People like me. I have an account. I'm an owner. Believe it or not.
Right.
And all the other members, they're owners of the credit union. And that's what makes it really dynamic because all we do, our goal is to help our members, right? So even if their situation isn't perfect or there may be something on paper that isn't black and white, we can make exceptions and help our member because our number one goal is to help our member, not make profits for stockholders.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
It's a great movement.
So in terms of, how I know that we are now in phase 4 of Restore Illinois, and we're outside of Chicago, luckily, and, Niles has been doing okay. In terms of what that looks like for your business, are you guys going to open the branch back up? Or are you doing limited hours? What does that kind of look like?
Well, our drive-through is open.
Okay.
Our branches are open as well, but there is by appointment only, and you can make appointments via online. You can call in and make an appointment, but we highly encourage you just to go online, get us an email. We'll be notified and we'll coordinate with you a good time for you to come in, take care of your business. We also have an ATM at our branches as well, which is really super convenient for our members. And really a lot of the things we do is virtual, using our technology to our best purpose here.
Great.
So
I'm going to plug First Financial's website here. If you want to go to that, like James says, you can get in contact with them there, or their drive-thru is open, and you can visit 5550 West Dewey. You can also contact us via our website. Like I said, we're also on Instagram. We're also on Facebook, Twitter. And you guys have an app? We have a mobile app. It's free to download. And if you're a member, you can do all your online banking there. Awesome. We're pretty good at even though we're a community credit union, we have all the toys and technology that a lot of the bigger banks do. Great, great. And I'm sure you know Irene.
Yes, I do know Irene.
She has commented on here that we are a nonprofit financial institution and you qualify for our account if you live in the area, work in the area, have a family member in the area, or for work for one of our SEGS.
Yes. Thank you, Irene.
I know that she's always there to be of some support to you. We love having Irene around. To round us off, what is the best way to get in contact with First Financial? James has mentioned go to their website or visit them. I'm going to put their phone number up here. It's 847-676-8000. James, any last notes that you want to make to the Niles community?
I miss you, Niles community, but we're still here and we're able to help you with any of your financial needs. Do please reach out to us through our website, calling us, or through our social media, where we will respond very quickly, and we're here to serve you.
Beautiful. And then I love to leave on the last question. I'm a big foodie, so where's your favorite place to eat in Niles?
I like Graciano's.
Graziano's. That's a good choice. I'm going to get their Bianco or Florentine pizza tonight, so highly recommend.
I like Graziano's. When I want to treat ourselves, we'll go to Graziano's, have a little pasta. If it's after hours, maybe a little wine. But it's a good time. It's always a good time there.
Always, always. And they have a great patio. But James, thank you so much for having this conversation with me today. I really appreciate it. I know that your time is valuable, so we appreciate taking the time out of your day to speak with us.
Thank you, Chase.
Yeah, and we will see you around, and hopefully we will see you, James, and everyone else from the Niles community at our golf outing on August 18th. And thank you so much, Niles. You guys have a good one.
Bye, Chase.